Hey man, surf's up, dude. Let's go catch some gnarly waves, am I right? Surf's up, dude. Hang loose, my brother.
I got
Surf's up, dude. Hang 10. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna go home. I'll see you later. Go ahead and put this back on. Don't need to be naked for the entire review. Don't want to cause your eyes to burn out of your eye socket now. Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy, and I'm here today to review the film The Shallows, which is in no way, shape, or form related to or the sequel to a film whose title rhymes with this one. So don't you even dare try to make the comparison in the comments section, because a dozen of you have already attempted to and sent it to me. And I personally did not find it funny because you had to make me relive that god-awful atrocity. Whew, calm down, Tony. Calm down, Tony. Just don't think about it. Let's get to The Shallows review. So The Shallows follows a young woman named Nancy who goes to a secret beach somewhere in Mexico that her mother went to about 25 or so years ago and decides to go surfing there in honor of her mother who recently passed away of cancer. But unfortunately, on the day that she decides to go surfing there, a great white shark attacks her and pursues her relentlessly. And now she must survive not only against the shark, but also against nature itself. Now, when I saw the first trailer for The Shallows, I got hooked immediately. It looked like it was going to be a really intense, gripping, compelling, and thrilling shark attack film. I haven't seen a great shark attack film since... What was the last great shark attack film that I saw? It definitely was not, it was not Sharknado. I guess Deep Blue Sea. And that came out nearly 20 years ago, 18 years ago to this date, but yeah, that was the last great shark attack film that I can personally think of. Can you think of one? But if I'm to be honest, the whole shark attack type films have been declining in quality ever since the first Jaws film back in 1976. That's right, you heard me right. 40 years has passed since that film, and there is yet to be another great shark attack film that's at the same level of quality and the same level of audience intrigue as the first Jaws film. But I have to say, The Shallows comes pretty damn close to the first Jaws film, and I'll explain why. First off, The Shallows does an excellent job at revitalizing this tired and played out genre by ingeniously weaving in elements of a survival film into this shark attack film. In fact, you could probably argue that this film is more of a survival film than it is a shark attack film, as there isn't really a lot of shark attack moments in this film. Hell, a majority of the film is basically Nancy stranded on this rock in the middle of a lagoon with this seagull trying to figure out how she can survive before she bleeds to death or gets infection or dies of starvation or thirst. And that really adds to the tension in this film. And speaking of that, through the tension, the film truly makes us empathize with the character and the ordeal that she faces. You see, the problem with modern day shark attack films and horror films in general is that they don't take the necessary time and effort to make the audience form an actual attachment to the characters so that we're invested in their situation, invested in their dilemmas, and whenever something bad happens to them, it actually registers an emotional response from the audience. There's a real impact. Most horror films are just like, no, let's just throw a lot of blood, guts, gore, tits, ass at the screen. I mean, that's what they want to see anyway. They want to see the brutality. They want to see the gruesomeness. They want to see all the blood and tits in their face. And yeah, sure, we do like to see the money shot where someone gets ripped limb from limb or like get attacked in some way. But we also want to see a compelling story with characters that we can actually follow and give a damn about. If you're just going to throw these characters in as fodder for the killer to kill or for the shark to eat, I mean, what real attachment is the audience going to form? They're not really going to give a damn. They're going to be like, oh, that guy got killed. Next guy. This film understood that they need to make the audience actually care about Nancy and the dilemma that she faces so that we would root for her and we would want her to succeed, we would want her to survive, and they do an excellent job at doing this. And Nancy herself is quite likable, relatable, and very well developed. You get a full understanding of this character and her purpose for coming to this beach, as well as her relationship with her family, from her sister to her father to her now deceased mother. And it's all due to the solid writing of the character and the excellent performance done by Blake Lively. This is honestly my favorite performance that she's ever done. I can't really put my finger as to why though. But no, seriously, she does a great job in this film. Also, there's this really cute seagull that pals around with Nancy throughout the entire film. I thought that seagull was gonna be like really annoying and just get in the way of the story, but actually, the seagull served a purpose to the story, as it kind of helped Nancy to keep her sanity, if that makes any sense. Because if she was just there, stranded by herself, she would just start talking to herself and be disillusioned. But she actually had a buddy that was there to like spend time with her and to be with her in this really terrible situation. So the seagull kind of served a purpose, and I actually like that. And the last few praises I have for this film fall under the technical side: the sound mixing, the cinematography, and the direction. The sound mixing is on freaking point. Some of the best sound mixing I've heard all year. And the cinematography is breathtakingly gorgeous. There are just so many great shots in this film. Like, look at this shot from the trailer. Doesn't that just look freaking beautiful? And there are many shots like it in the film. And finally, the directing. Now, I just discovered that this film was actually directed by the same guy that directed all those Liam Neeson action films that weren't Taken, like Unknown, Nonstop, and Run All Night. And if you were to tell me that the same guy that directed all those Liam Neeson action films directed this film, I would have laughed at you, because there's just no way it could be the same guy, as this film is such a change in pace of his directorial style. He usually directs high-octane action films. This one, it's much more evenly paced and slow. There's not a lot of action sequences, but I actually like that he did this approach. You know, he added something different to his resume and he tried something new, and it definitely paid off. This film perfectly highlights the range that this director has, showing that he could do much more than just mindless popcorn action flicks starring Liam Neeson. Although, if I could have a heart-to-heart talk with the director real quick, buddy, if you still have one more in you to do another badass Liam Neeson action film, I would truly love that, because you truly know how to use Liam Neeson and make him a freaking badass, more so than the Taken films. Now, I only have one real issue with this film, but it's kind of a big one, as it broke the immersion factor that this film was doing so well at. Like, my eyes were glued to the screen, I was fully attached, fully invested into what was going on, and then I saw this one thing and I was like, well, that was noticeably subpar. That kind of took me right out of the film. And that is the CGI. Sometimes the CGI looked pretty convincing, pretty good, but for the most part, it did look really subpar and totally fake, especially when it came to the shark. Like, I didn't actually believe that was a real shark. And I understand they had a really low budget, so they probably didn't have enough money to do really good CGI, but I mean, come on, you could have made it a little bit more convincing, a little bit more believable. Hell, there are scenes in this film where it looks like they shot it in a green screen, and it's so noticeable. But overall, The Shallows is an excellent film and breathes so much new life into the tired and played out genre of the shark attack films. Like, it gives me hope that we might actually see some good shark attack films and maybe even some good horror films down the road, now that we see how successful this one has been. And that's why I'm going to give this film a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think that it is one hell of a film, and if you have yet to see it, go check it out. It's really, really good guys. But anyway, what did you guys think of this film? Did you love it to death? Do you think it's one of the best shark attack films ever made? Or did you find it really boring, dull, cliche, and you just didn't really care about it? And let me know, what is your favorite shark attack film? Comment below, let me know, and stay tuned later on today for a very special video that will be coming out, as well as another special video that will be coming out tomorrow for Top 10 Month. So, until all those videos come, guys, if you'd like to see more videos on this channel and be a part of the Black Critic crew, please hit that subscribe button below, like this video if you really enjoyed it, and I'll tell you what in a second, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.